Hi friends, it's Sarah from Ruffles and Rain Boots, and today we're making a popular low-top tennis shoes, a slow version. If you'd like to make them, stick around and be sure to smash that like button so I know you're here. So we're going to start out with a little bit of white craft foam, 2-inch styrofoam balls. You'll need two different colors of felt, a black marker, embroidery thread, and a needle. So we are going to also use the pattern, which will be at the link below. We're going to start out by cutting our 2-inch styrofoam balls in half. Now you're going to make sure to get foam core board, which is 3/16 of an inch. This is what kids use for projects. And you're going to cut 2 pattern pieces of soles out of those. Now to those, you're going to put 1 piece of our styrofoam half pointing down and 1 up. So we're going to repeat that for the second one. Now on the back, which is the one that's pointing up, you're going to add a little bit of extra hot glue for stability. Although this gets pretty stable with all the felt. Okay, so cutting out everything is important. We need the notches. So you can see the toe pieces are already cut out at the top, right? Those notches really do matter. So be sure to line those up and cut them. Next up are the sock pieces, also have notches. And then we're going to cut everything else out of a color, whatever color felt you would like. So 2 of the back wraparound pieces, which are these long pieces, and 2 tongue pieces, which are the short ones with 1 edge flat and 1 edge rounded. Now, I am asked a lot if you can use craft foam with this, which is the pliable kids, quality craft foam. You can, but it won't be as smooth. Additionally, if you want to heat the foam, you can, but I don't recommend it. Or if you do try it, do it outside. Okay, so now we're going to put the sock piece not around the base. We're going to put it just around that back portion of styrofoam. Now you're going to put a little dollop of hot glue inside that notch and then fold it all down. So when you fold it down, the notches don't show, right? It just looks like a little sock. That's what we want. So that back piece there, you'll see me join those 2 together. You can do that or not. The next piece is the tongue piece. So the curved portion goes up and over the edge of your sock and you just tack it down. The rest isn't important. Now the piece that goes around the back, you're going to evenly distribute it. You're going to leave the very, very front portion at the bottom unglued, and the rest of it just gets glued directly to the foam core on the bottom. And it doesn't matter what the join looks like because we're actually going to cover that up. Oops, I just pushed the glue too far on that one, so I'll rip that up. This toe piece matters. The biggest mistake people use or have with this is they're not gluing and letting the front piece sit. So this right here, watch how easy it is. It all just moved with me, see? So you have to let that front portion dry. Then you just put down all of the other tabs. It doesn't matter if you start with the left and right to the front, or it doesn't matter. Just get all of the tabs down. Now you can see on this side, because I actually glued down on this side here, I accidentally glued down. I pushed the glue all the way to the front, so on the pink part, so I'm going to have to lift that up a little bit. You can see. There you go. All right, so I glue down my toe piece and make sure my pink piece is in front of it. I pull back the toe piece just to make it sort of flat, and then I can glue down the white toe piece top to the tongue portion underneath it. Next up, before you glue anything else down, now we're going to thread our laces. So starting at the bottom on one side, alternating sides going all the way up, you're going to thread everything. Then you're going to take your needle or whatever you're using and remove it, and then go the opposite way. There you go, with everything else. Okay. Now you can use, grommets. So I'm asked about grommets. On some of them I do grommets, some of them I don't. You can use paint or marker, anything. All right, for this, you have to get the tension tight before you glue down these flaps, okay? Because that will change. So tie them however tight you want your laces, then glue down the pink flaps that go in front, and then just tie the rest of your shoe. Because I'm using embroidery thread, I added a little bit of hot glue to the edges, but you can also tie them off or use ribbon, anything. Just make sure they don't fray. All right, next up is a fun part. I just tuck down the toe, like the tongue piece, and move around the sock so it doesn't look all formal. It looks a little shaggier. Next up, we cut our piece of craft foam per the pattern, and yeah, I cut mine a little short. So showing you all the mistakes I make, I just have to put a little piece in there. And all I'm doing is I'm just joining it to where it aligns with the bottom of the foam core. If you happen to get it off, just make sure you cut the foam to fit flat because we do want these shoes flat. Now to get the line, I just put the marker on the table flat and move the toe or move the shoe, and it works for the most part. I just messed up that, and then I'm just going to add a little detail on the back. And guess what? You're legit done. Repeat for your second one, and that's it. So let me know in the comments below if you've made these, if you have the pattern, if you have any questions. Let me know in the comments. And if you are new here, I have a ton of shoes and boots. I will put the playlist here, and if you have any questions about that pattern, let me know. Thanks for joining me.